Good day everybody, hope you're doing well. It's time for the predictions video. Yes, here is the newest Rust store. All of these new Rust skins rotated into the Rust store just a few hours ago, and we're going to go ahead and figure out which of these skins very likely could be the best investment this week, which of these skins could potentially give us some of those delicious looking profits. Right, so this is going to probably be a lot shorter compared to the previous week's videos. This week, I'm not super confident. There are a few skins I am confident in, but the rest, not so much. So I'll try my best to explain why I think these skins are good, and for the other ones, I'll briefly explain why I'm not so confident in them. Sounds good? Right, let's get started. So, Pirate Roadsign gloves. Guys, yeah, you could probably just go ahead and buy these. I wouldn't be surprised if they retain their value, and I will explain right now. So, of course, for several weeks now, I've been keeping track of the likes of the Pirate Collection, and it has flourished into a very nice and in-demand collection. Keyword, demand. So, essentially, they have sold a ridiculous amount, but their prices have still held up, and each and every single one of these skins has been a positive. Now, I'm talking more specifically the core pieces. I'm talking Tier 3, Hoodie and Pants, and Tier 2. At the moment, they do have quite a lot of quantities on the Steam market, but as of now, they're still holding up their price. And let me explain. So basically, when we saw the likes of Tier 3 armor, or the Hoodie and Pants, or the Tier 2 armor, the very second that they became marketable, the very second that any of these skins appeared on the Steam market, there was tons of buy orders put down, and the buy orders just instantly went all the way up to the price it was selling for in the Rust store, 99 cents, or in the case of the vest, $1.49. Yeah, there was instantly such strong buy order support that it never really looked like these skins were going to suffer. And let me show you what it looks like. So over to here, we have the Pirate Hoodie. It's been in the Rust Steam market now for a good few weeks. Lots of sales going back and forth, even to the buy orders as well. So if we just scroll down and look around the dollar, you will see that there is a lot of stuff going on here. Yep. See all of these buy orders that you see here? Yeah. They instantly appeared the very second that this was marketable. And, you know, quite a lot of them have disappeared because, of course, sales have happened. I was one of those people that bought a lot of these for about $1. But yeah, more people keep appearing, more people keep putting down more buy orders, and yeah, the price at the moment is $1.70. Now that's not a ridiculous profit, but the main point is I'm showing to you that there was so much support that it's kept the price up. You know, it's not going to go down any more than that. If that makes sense. Then we also have the likes of the face mask. This did like 58,000 sales. Well, it's got a lot of quantity, true. It has a fair, big, fat bit of resistance here, true. I mean, after that, there's nothing there, so it could easily go up in price if that disappeared, and it might. That's the main thing. But anyway, moving on. As you can see here, around $1, because this, of course, also sold for 99 cents. Loads of buy orders again. Now, there was even more before, but maybe some people removed their buy orders and put down more buy orders around here. Very likely could have happened. But the main point is that's still a lot. And it's all around $1 still. So, yeah, the main point is we are seeing so much demand for these pirate skins that it just honestly doesn't look like they can ever go in. They could never become a loss as of now. See, we do have the kilt. The kilt did 75,000 sales, estimated. And it's got 664 quantity on the Steam market. This might potentially have some problems. However, we still have those buy orders, keeping the price up. So, if you understand by now, by default, with the likes of the Roadsign gloves, it wouldn't surprise me if we instantly see buy orders all the way up to about 99 cents the very second it becomes marketable. Now, I should point out, this isn't abnormal, much like most of the other pirate skins. But yeah, even then, I still think it's going to retain its value. It should still be safe. Remember the Roadsign vest? Remember how this was the only abnormal skin for some strange reason? It sold for $1.49. Even then, the very second this became marketable, and you might remember, because we do the abnormal buy orders every single week, if you watch last week's video, you will see that the buy orders instantly went up to about $1.45. Like, bam. And now it's selling for $2.11, so it worked out. The support is there to keep the price up. Very nice, very safe investment. But wait, there's more. We also need to take a look at all of the Roadsign glove skins, because I believe we have about 30 of them. Let's just find out. And yep, we have 30 of them right there. Let's look at all of them by newest. And what you see here is a lot of these Roadsign glove skins in the positive. Now, more specifically, all of these Roadsign gloves that seem to be connected to a collection that has at least a good, reasonable amount of core pieces, so hoodie, pants, or tier 2 armor, tier 3 armor, they tend to work out a whole lot better in terms of the profit. You know, Roadsign gloves, it's part of the JPEG collection. It's missing the tier 3, but still holding up nicely. Toy gloves, missing the hoodie and pants, still holding up nicely. Hard suit Roadsign gloves, we've been waiting for that tier 2 forever, still holding up nicely. And as you scroll down, you'll see other Roadsign gloves that are from notable collections. Berserker gloves, for example, $5 now, very nice. You've even got some older, like blackout gloves right there, $8. Tempered gloves, $4. I mean, that's only up a fair bit, but regardless, they're still all in the positive mostly. Out of 30 gloves, there's one there, 2 here. Out of 30 gloves, only 4 of them are in the negative. And we have recently just had the summer sale, so a lot of skins did get sold quite a lot, so there was a bit of a problem with prices. When times are better, when more people are playing, these gloves very likely will be selling even better. So, all the more support for the gloves right here. It was already super in demand based on the Pirate Collection, and now, yeah, it's more. Need I say any more? I guess I could. Do you know why? Because have you actually looked at these gloves? Have you looked how they look in game? They do look really cool. They look like a very nice, fun makeshift design. And of course, as I mentioned, blackout gloves are $8. We have made a bit of a fuss to say that the Pirate Collection is kind of a budget blackout option. But with here, we got like painted in skeletal bones. That looks pretty cool. It wouldn't surprise me if this is a glove skin that people would wear just by default. Like, they're not going to wear it with Pirate Collection always. They might just wear them because they simply like them. They look cool. I think they look nice. That's more my opinion. But the other 2 main points should justify the point that these gloves very likely will simply retain their value and as time goes on just become a nice positive profit. So I hope that sounded reassuring to you. Gloves, you could do a buy order and do a purchase, but if you're only going to do a buy order, best of luck trying to beat everybody else. That is why I sit here and say you could just probably go ahead and buy them. Sounds good? Right, let's now move on to the other skin that I think is going to work out this week as a profit. More specifically, skins, Abyss, face mask and chestplate, the tier 3. So, we've been in a position like this before, haven't we? I'd like to go back to May 4th, when we saw the Reptile Hunter set. Yes, the beginning of the Reptile Hunter set, to be precise. Do you remember how we started off with the tier 3 armor here? This sold for $2, a bit of a goofy design, but as we saw more core pieces being accepted, so remember, all core pieces being tier 3 armor, tier 2 armor, and hoodie and pants. So we started off with the tier 3 armor. When we see a new core piece being submitted to the workshop, we usually see a bit of a spike in demand. And when we see them being accepted, we see a spike in demand and a spike in price. And that happened twice, didn't it? With the likes of the hoodie and pants being accepted and the tier 2 armor being accepted. And when the tier 2 armor was accepted, let's go remember. Do you remember what price these face masks were selling for back then? So right now it's currently selling for about $6-7-ish. Well, when the tier 2 came out, it reached a peak of about $12 to $13. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we see potentially the exact same scenario, what we see here, potentially happening to the likes of the Abyss collection. If we see hoodie and pants or tier 2 armor being submitted to the workshop by default, people might anticipate the arrival of them being accepted, so of course we'll see more purchases. But if we do see them being accepted, even better. These will spike up in demand. These will spike in price. Now, there's also an added benefit. These are abnormal, right? Both of them. They are both abnormal. I don't have to rush into buying them. But I will be keeping an eye on the sales still. I will be keeping an eye on the workshop. Yes, you have to keep an eye on the Rust workshop. You have to be aware of what potentially might be coming. And also, I would recommend it. You should keep an eye on the workshop pages of these skins, because usually you will see people, and you could be one of them, you could ask them, hey, oh, there you go, will you be making clothing or tier 2 as well? We need to see if they respond to this. I'm pretty sure they will, and I'm pretty sure we are going to see this being continued. I mean, why wouldn't they? Now, I should give you a little bit of reassurance. Little Ranger, the skin creator, he was making this with Graham Crowan, but Little Ranger himself has been around for a very long time. And to be more specific, he's one of the most successful skin creators in Rust. He has had 184 skins accepted. Get a good look at this. Like, you remember the likes of the Dragon Rage set, the toy collection, the Rainbow Pony, loads of skins, tons of them. He's been very successful. So, the point I'm trying to get across to all of you is, I feel confident he will be continuing the set. I feel confident he will have his skins accepted. And I feel confident that there's a decent chance the Abyss Tier 3 very likely will end up exactly like the Reptile Hunter set. If we do see the other skins being accepted, though, that is the main point. So, as of now, this is looking to be like, it's got a lot of potential ahead of it, doesn't it? It's nice to dream, but we got to understand, much like how I mentioned earlier with the likes of the Hard Suit collection, we never saw the Tier 2 being accepted. But at the very least, if we see at least one more core piece being accepted, hoodie and pants or Tier 2, you will see the spike in demand and you will see the spike in price, and there will be a profit to be made. Sound good? Right then, so Abyss looking pretty good, but it's abnormal. Won't rush into buying it. I'll take my time. Now, with all of these other skins, I'm afraid to say I'm not confident in them. Sheet metal doors, unfortunately, it's a case of, well, remember that very cool looking Abyss sheet metal door that came out with the Abyss update? It was the water theme update, basically. We had the tentacle door. I can't remember the name of it. Sunken door, I believe it was. I've already forgotten it. Anyway, yeah, that sold for $2.49, and now it's selling for $1. It crashed. People didn't care for it. In fact, because we have so many sheet metal door skins, it's like AKs. Unfortunately, people just kind of stop caring after a while when more doors come out, and then, yeah, they probably go ahead and buy them. Now, again, look, if you like the skin, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creators, motivate them to keep wanting to make more skins. Very nice, but I'm looking at this with a financial perspective, and I'm not super confident with it. Now, it is abnormal, so I could use that to my advantage, but I'm still not super confident. And as I alluded to, AKs, we have far too many AK skins in the game. We have a ridiculous amount. And if they don't look super standout and unique, unfortunately with this anime AK, it looks very generic, unfortunately. I'm instantly thinking this is going to go down to about $1, much like most of the other AK-47s that have come out this year. So again, that's looking to be potentially just a 70-cent to 90-cent buy order. Smouldering potentially could work out, but I'm not super confident in it. If you look at all of the other Smouldering collection, you can see it's not exactly super in demand, unfortunately. El Diablo wooden door, cool design, but it's a wooden door. I'd probably approach it if it was a sheet metal door, armored door even, but wooden doors... Yeah, even the glowing wooden doors aren't even reliable, unfortunately. Some of them were in the positive there. They are being manipulated, so don't worry about those. And then the MP5 Nana, unfortunately, MP5 has dropped off, hasn't it? I mean, look at all the MP5 skins that have come out recently, and you can see for yourself, people do not care for the MP5. People do not care for the MP5 skins, except Blackout, because it's got that transparency in the aim sight and it's part of the Blackout collection, so you get it out there. So yeah, the only skins I'm confident in this week are the likes of the Roadsign gloves and the Abyss Tier 3, and we'll see how it all goes. We'll see how it turns out. But the main thing that we have to be concerned about right here, right now, is keeping an eye on the workshop. So yes, gentlemen, please keep an eye on the Rust workshop, or at the very least, keep an eye on my keep an eye out for my Rust workshop skin checks video. Because, yeah, if you don't have the time to look for yourself, I'll point it out to you. So, with that, thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it, and best of luck to you, and best of luck to your investments. Have a lovely weekend, and enjoy yourself. See you and goodbye.